Today, we will work on this extremely educational trading practice. It will help us to learn how to trade ongoing momentum. Of course, our best TradingView indicator will help us to point out great entry locations. If you are ready, here we start. Finally, we are seeing some real love and action come back into Bitcoin and other coins these days. This is especially true for Ethereum, where we are witnessing a genuinely significant jump right now. So by using a very simple indicator called IC the high time frame candles, we can easily spot some great entry areas, just like we always do. Let's go ahead and talk about it and figure out exactly what can we do about this trade. Basically, the very first thing we notice after a big drop, witnessing the significant rally, especially in the lower time frames. This is especially clear when we look at closely to the 1-hour chart. And these multi-imbalance areas are turning out to be a great pullback locations for us to look for entries, especially for the second and third leg for the rallies. On top of that, there's also a supportive swing failure pattern showing up in the same areas. But if you take a closer look, especially on that 1-hour chart, you will start to notice there's actually a double swing failure pattern forming. And this particular pattern can be tricky and pretty confusing actually, and it can honestly stop you out several times if you are not careful about it. As for our target, we're obviously going to try move towards the closest high point liquidity area. This is the level that we expect to eventually get broken and swept, which could have formed that the trend is continuing from now on. I really think this kind of high time frame analysis is extremely valuable here. It gives us so many useful clues and so many things that we can learn from as traders. Now let's check out the lower time frames. There is so much to analyze, check out, and learn from these lower time frames. At the moment, I'm looking closely at the 5-minute time frame, and I really love working in this one. Now, if you take a look at the area right here, this was a multiple imbalance zone. It was caused by two separate swing failure patterns. If we had used the first swing failure pattern along with the small break and entered the trade at that point, we would have gotten stopped out pretty quickly after a short while. As you can see, the idea itself was not wrong. It did simply not work out this time. So, did you do something wrong here? No, you did not do anything wrong at all. Sometimes people keep asking me why their trade ended up failing. Honestly, it has nothing to do with you, because even if you get 100 confirmations lined up, some trades are still going to fail anyway. You cannot stop that from happening no matter what you do. You simply have no control over the markets. Now, if you were to use the second break along with the second swing failure pattern, this particular trade actually worked out well. But this time, the real problem was not the trade setup itself, it was actually the time it took. If you look closely at it, this trade almost took an entire day to fully play out. So it is really not compact, quick day trade anymore. Instead, it becomes more of a full day trade mode rather than something fast and quick. And sometimes people ask me again, can I fix this time problem somehow? Well, honestly, this is actually a different kind of problem entirely, and no, unfortunately, you cannot fix it all the time. So what I am trying to teach you here is the golden rule in trading. No one knows the future because it is unpredictable. Things can be a little bit more predictable in investing, but in trading, it is highly unpredictable. You need to understand this. Look at this trade on the left. You enter it, it is a great trade, but it just fails instantly. Now look at the second trade on the right. It is identical setup, no change at all, but this time it didn't fail. It just took about maybe 24 hours to play out. So, what is the biggest lesson we need to take from this video? In trading, there is only one thing that you can ever control. You must understand and accept this reality and truth. It is your risk. You need to readjust your risk based on the setup and your mental state. For example, if you do not have many confirmations, just reduce your risk. If you feel tired or if you feel so much emotional, reduce your risk. If you are using a new kind of setup you never tried before, then reduce your risk. If everything aligns with your setup and you have plenty of confirmations, then you use your full risk. These are the choices that you can make, and these are the only things that you can control in trading. Okay, people, this is it for today. We discussed a lot of important subjects. Please stay safe and see you next time. Completed the free trading course but still need more? My master classes teach liquidity, imbalance, and the market structure in detail. Combine them with forward and reverse trading using momentum superboxes and yo-yo cost average entry models. After that, you will master scalping with a one-screen free TradingView indicator, a revolutionary trading system. Finally, you will learn to invest your profits using my 10-year swing investing with working agent system. Interested? Please see the video description.